Hey everybody, Rodman here. Thanks for tuning in to Starsector. So I had to take off a little bit of a week here because I had some computer trouble that has been resolved. I had a dead motherboard, and because it's been a while, I should probably review what's been going on. So I've been fighting against the remnants, for better or for worse, and I'm trying to make further inroads against them. But what I'm doing right now is I am stuffed full of loot from the remnant fights, so I'm going to go sell that stuff off on the open market. So all these, I'm not going to sell the remnant fighter stuff because I will want to use them. Let's also sell the blueprints and keep this stuff here. Did I sell remnants already over here? Maybe I have, and if so, I'll buy them back. No, I guess I haven't. Okay, that looks good to me. Another thing I wanted to do is to clean up my stockpiles, and then assign the alpha and gamma cores that I've obtained, or beta and gamma cores, rather. I don't really have any alphas. Alright, so all these I'm going to go ahead and sell. What was the last one? I feel that at this point, I don't need to be collecting every weapon under the sun. It's honestly not that productive. Maybe you disagree, but I'm okay with that. All right, let's refit my new Reckless Astral Robinator. You are going to get some of these remnant fighters. The flash bombers, the where's the other? The Lux heavy fighter, and the Spark interceptors. Additionally, I'm going to set you up with some hull mod or some additional mods. So let's do expanded deck crew, which reduces the rate at which fighter replacement rate decreases due to fighter losses, and increases the rate which it recovers, basically field more fighters. And then let's also add in the recovery shuttles, which reduces the casualties from fighter losses as well. That should keep our fighters getting replenished and have it not cost us so much to do that. I'm also going to give you auxiliary thrusters just for a little bit of extra maneuverability. And that's about all of your ordnance points. Okay. Now, managing the colony, or actually, let's go to colony info. So, the farming generates money, so I'm going to give it a beta core. The population and infrastructure on Levoeta, I will assign a beta core. Actually, you know what? I'm going to assign a gamma core. I'm going to assign gamma cores everywhere else. This just reduces demand. Now, some of this might not be that necessary. Well, for high command, it helps because it has a lot of demands. For ground defense, no, actually, I guess a lot of these things have a lot of demands. So this reduces demands. Okay, so that is all cored up, about as much as coring can be. The next thing I wanted to do is head down to Bezel, do the same thing for Bezel. I'm also way over... Okay, hold on, let me turn around real quick. I'm way over fuel. I think? Yeah, I'm a little over fuel. Let's drop off some fuel. Alright, Bezel. Refining, I'm going to give it the beta core. Oh, you know what? All my gamma cores are stored in the other one. So open market. So these are the ones. Nope, those aren't the ones I want to keep. None of these I want to keep. Okay, that's a crazy amount of selling. Cool. I'm all right with this. Let's go get those gamma cores. and set them up and then get back to the remnant fleet. So here's my gammas. And here I'm just going to store the things I absolutely want that are unique that I can't manufacture. Now some of those weapons I sold, obviously I can't manufacture, but I'm okay with only being able to use the ones I can. Colony info. So refining now has that core. Let's give gamma to population, to the megaport, to commerce, to heavy batteries, and to the battle station, and then upgrade it to the Star Fortress, which is just about the last of our money. So if you're interested about Pather interest, you can find the Pather interest here in the colony threats. So for instance, for perdition, it's 20, 10 plus 7 plus 2 plus 1, and bezel, it's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and Livuetta, it's 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 28. Needless to say, that level of Pather interest, they're coming for the terror cells, like, without, I'd have to dramatically reduce my output and infrastructure to avoid the terror cells, which I have no interest in doing. If I was to colonize new worlds, I would probably avoid Pather interest until it was built up enough to defend and to be okay with the lower stability. Here we are back. Ooh, that's too many remnants at once. I'm going to bust a little move. So what haven't I surveyed? I haven't surveyed Great Dismal. That's the only one. But then some of these... This is too many. Some of these... let me just emergency burn and get away from them. Actually, you know what? Let's break this nav buoy. I don't know if the remnants... I don't think the remnants were actually using the nav buoy, but if it slows their fleets down, that would be wonderful. Because we're talking death stacks. If all these dudes hit me at once, it'd be real bad. Alright, some cargo pods. I'll take it. Alright, so the remnant Nexus is just above me here. But I have a ton of fleets to cut through to ever hit the Nexus. So let's go headlong into this fleet before they merge with the other ones. Yeah, so I'm just getting one fleet here. Oh, this is going to be quite the undertaking. As far as ships I want to bring, let's bring both carriers, and 2 paragons, and then aim to try to deploy new ships ASAP. So what I'm going to do is 1 carry with me, 1 carry with the other paragon, and we'll get to it. Now, I would very much like to highlight other ships, but probably not in this fight. We need, like, all hands on deck, and I need to be familiar with, the ship. Alright, actually, let's full assault. I don't want the Astral pulling punches because it's behind me or anything. Obviously, I have their battleship bearing down on my head. I'm going to Fortress Shield. That worked. He backed up. I sort of want to remove all the smaller ships so that we can really focus on the big guy. I'm just going to kill my shields. I don't even need shields right now. No one's even firing on me. Alright, now he's firing on me. Alright, no one's within range. Let's do a vent. And let's push their battleship. Alright, I'm getting flanked by a bunch of the small ones. Let's remove them from the battle. I don't even know what's going on. They're like fighting the Astral Fighters, I think. I think that's what's going on, because they're all freaking out. Oh, I think one ship blew up the other one when it exploded. That's glorious. Yo, turn on your shields! Oh man, the hurricane missed. That would have been really cool if it hit. Alright, their battleship's going down. Get my shields up. Ah, he just teleported out of range. But I've got this ship up my butt. Yeah, as you can see, the fighters are doing a really good job of harassing to death. And he's dead. Alright, the other Paragon is apparently bumper carring me. Not cool, dude. Get off me. Ooh, that's gonna hurt you. Or not, because you missed. Alright, I'm fortressing just for a second. I figured that my flux was high and this ship was about to unload on me. Good, it was a good gamble. I pushed to the very edge of my own flux max. Got him killed as a result. Yeah, as you can see, the aggressive carrier here is really throwing fighters that keeps the remnant fleets super busy. It's super harassed. Like, just look at all this spam here. That is a crazy amount of fighter spam for the enemy ships to deal with, which is wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted. And the remnant fighters are really good at that. Claiming my victory. Picking through the wreckage. More gamma cores. That's going to be enough to outfit just about everyone. I'm actually doing an emergency burn. I'd love to pick over the ruins there, but there's no time. I'm actually, because I hit all those cargo pods, I'm at my my capacity max already, so I have to go south again. I don't have to, but I should. Go south again to sell and to assign all those cores. If I already have the Pather cells, might as well use all the cores. Now, the additional use of cores is going to attract the hegemony to... ow, everybody's taking storm damage. The hegemony to... Stop storming me. As I was trying to say, it's going to attract the hegemony to my borders, doing AI core patrols and things like that. And I'm going to be using AI cores everywhere. Perdition. Let's go ahead and... Mining, we are going to give you a beta. And fuel production, we're going to give you a beta. And I'm going to gamma up everything else. Now, there is a spare industry here, unless I want a military base. I could do more heavy industry, but I'm going to hold off and not add to it at the moment. So how many gamma cores do I have? 3 gamma cores left. I think Bezel still has some open slots for them. And I am... Where is Bezel? Bezel's up there. Yep, Patrol HQ. Alright, open market. And these are the remnants that I'll hook up. Some new supplies, and we're good. Alright, going for the refit. Talon, you have terrible little fighters. Alright, let's give you the remnant drones. There's another remnant drone elsewhere. I think I stored it at Livoeta. Alright. Then I'm going to change around... What is the arc? Astral's a 360. Okay. Let's still have you have the extended shields. But then also, just like the other one, let's add recovery shuttles and the better bays. The expanded deck crews. And maneuverability. Alright. You're all set. No, I don't want that contract. Mercenary officer. What do you do? You're steady wing commander? Nope. I don't want you either. Alright, things I don't need to use. Oh, no, these can be sold. Immediately, let's plop in. I'm also tempted to add some additional battleships. Let's sell off some of these heavy, making more room for other supplies. And that's a lot of crew. I don't remember. Alright, I'm going to sell some of this crew. It's way more crew than I need. Even if I have some fighter losses. Back up north. Now I do believe, let's check colony threats. So there is an active Pather cell, probably in Beta Hufra. But it's only reducing stability by 1. Which is sort of ignorable, given the stability of my planets. I'm gonna max out growth incentives. I got the spare cash. Oh, what's this? Oh, Phaeton? No, I don't need a Phaeton. Oh boy. Alright, let's fight it. God, I feel like no matter how many I kill, there's always more. Alright, Astral and 3 Paragons. May the disco ball spammage begin. I'm really hoping to be able to hit the Nexus sooner or later. For that, I might need to actually crank out some better ships or more ships, just so that my fleet size compared to their fleet size allows me to field a whole bunch of my battleships to cut through their numbers quick. And these, their ships really do like autopulse lasers. Alright, come on, Astral. I'm just fortress shielding to lower some flux. I'm in a flux fight, and I'm not exactly sure I'm winning. Oh, I'm winning now. My flux is maxed, but their ship is panicking and jumping all over the place. Alright, you little annoying gnat. This is what you get for pestering me. Now let's get back to the fight. Lighten up the starry night sky, full of blown up remnant ships. Oh, the lasers. Oh, well, they have one more battleship left. That'll be a good fight, because it's going to be like a 4 battleship on 1. With a ton of fighters, too. Oh, this is glorious. They're getting stomped. He's trying to jump out. It's not going to work. All the weapons on the front of that ship are just cooked. I'm actually going to switch over to their... get you out of the way. There we go. I haven't used any of my flux for shielding. Sometimes a strong attack is the best defense. They're just outside my range. Get back here. Since when do Radiants run? Alright, it's going full in. Bold move. And it's dead. Well, an alpha core. Man, this war is paying off. And a bunch of gamma cores. And some new remnant fighters. And a ton of auto-pulse lasers. The reason auto-pulse lasers are arguably really, really good weapons. I'm not going to deny that. But they do have, like, limited charges. Which means you can't... You know, you have to basically recharge it, just like the Onslaught's built-in thermals. If we take a look at the Onslaught right now, these thermal pulse cannons have a limited amount of charge per second that need a recharge, whereas most of the weapons on my ships can just be on all times. Another thing I'm really going to need, and I do believe that someone in the comments made this suggestion, I'm going to need some more cargo ships, because simply put, I am filling my... Uh-oh. Nope, you missed the pulse. That's 3 battleships? That's nasty. Come on now, really? Yeah, I'm filling up my cargo holds really ridiculously quick. You know what? If I have all of them following me, maybe I can take them for a ring around the star and then hit the Nexus. Oh, hello. Or just go right into you. So maybe I'll add that to my 2BD list. Is add some additional cargo so that my fleets can stay in the battle and not have to go sell. Now, if you ever wanted to farm AI, Gamma, and Beta cores, get a big old fleet like I have and blow up some remnants. I've got more cores than I can deal with. I could probably hand these cores over to Tritachyon and make them my besties if I wanted to. Right now, the other ships in the fleet are handling the small fries. Or handling the battleship, so I'm just handling the small fries. I feel like an angry microwave. It's what happens when the Decepticons take over a microwave. Alright. Their battleship, their Radiant, is about max flux. I do see him about to get flanked. Let me deal with this flanker. Hello, Fulgent. And another one. Then a Scintilla. And a Brilliant. My flux is getting real up there. Dropping my shields and going full attack mode. Because his flux is max 2. And it was a good gamble. Here's another brilliant. You can keep tossing brilliants at me if you want. I'll keep blowing them up. Ooh, double Paragon is just delicious. Alright, a few missiles hit me, but no big deal. Oh, you try to get me with that, your big guns. Stupid ship was able to flux vent because I got the remnants of its friends right in front of me. Go away! Just gonna break through this. Alright, the Radiant just got disabled. Meaning the Paragon and other ships just took out the big one. The ship hulls are literally turning to stardust. Here comes the cavalry, and we're done. 2 more oh my god. So many alphas. I'm alpha rich. Some more fighters. Yeah, if you can survive these kind of fights, there is so much profit. And experience, for that matter. I gained 500,000 experience from that one fight. That would have leveled up like a level 1 pilot to basically full. Alright, let's, before I go all the way back down, Livawetta, let's see about ship hulls. What could we add to help with our supply? Regular old Colossus. I'm going to add 4 of them. Not regular old, they'll be brand new ships, but that should help out. Alright, we are trying to get to Rama. Items. So one of the ships got delivered. Livawetta. I want to Orbital Works. Oh, it already has an alpha core. Farming. I'll give an alpha instead of a beta. Population. I'll give a beta. Anything that really any industry that produces income is really good to core up highly. Or anything that has really high upkeep too, for the same reason. Alright, let's get to bezel. So, over here, that would be mining and refining, population, commerce. Is commerce? Yeah, commerce. No, that has upkeep. What about you, Merc Officer? Are you any good? Timid? No, I don't think so. All right, open market. I'm also going to have to swing by and pick up that ship I've got. Oh, what am I doing? I need to go to Perdition. Mining and fuel production are both gamma, so let me just hook up the betas here. I don't have... Oh, no, I do have the money for a better station. Alright, so we're super cored up. Hello, Luvueta. So for regular old storage, we'll pop these bad boys in. Look at all my gamma cores. It's obscene. Fleet. Let me make sure that Yuban and Sumo are exactly how I'd want to set them up. So, militarized subsystems. I'm trying to think of what else I would want in these things. Expanded cargo holds, but it also increases maintenance. I don't know. I actually haven't done the like bang for the buck of whether that is worth it or not. I haven't ran the math. Something I could definitely do. Well, let's say I don't get that. I'll just do efficiency overhaul and add reduced sensor profile, maybe? And the nav relay. Alright, I like this setup. So we're going to call this, we're going to save this as custom variant. Okay. And then the new one, so I think there's one waiting here for us to take. Oh, no, there's a bunch. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Manage colony, fleet. Rename them all. This will help keep me in the fight, keep me staying in the fight for longer. Okay, they're all set. So I have some Vulcan cannons. I have some extra stuff I don't need. My crew, I'll take this extra crew that is stored here. The extra fuel and supplies. We have a lot more storage, which is great. I'm just going to send... Pirate activity. Was that here? No, that wasn't here. Let's just open market this stuff. Transphotonics 2. Whole bunch of the heavies. And we're good to go. Can I actually get to the Nexus? Man, it has been tough. It has been real tough to try to cut a path. Because if I'm not careful, what ends up happening is a bunch of those remnant fleets stack onto one another and become a death stack of murdering me, where I have to actually retreat for the first time ever, and I really don't want that to happen. I hope their fleets are finite, or I'm going to be at this a while. So 2 Paragons, an Onslaught, and an Astral. That sounds good. I think what I need to do is stop investing in orbital stations and start investing in some additional ships so that my fleet is even bigger. More expensive, but it will allow me to field more ships in ratio to their ships, which can help me blow their fleets up faster and more efficiently. And that also will allow me to take on enemy factions like the Hegemony that need murdering. I'm going to go after the support ships here. With the Radiant able to... Oh, he's bombarding me. Oh, with the Radiant able to jump around, it's really challenging to pick a Radiant out when they're surrounded by supporting ships. Alright, the other Paragon, let's get this dude's flux up. Oh my god, it's so hard to flux one of these guys. I'm flirting with my flux. I sort of baited him to go all in. Come on, other Paragon, help me out here. Fortress shielding. I didn't realize their engines were offline. It's Paladin PDs are trying to hurt me. That's cute. Alright, well here's all the fighters from the Astral. Totally overwhelmed their Radiant. Alright, let's go for the other Radiant. Ah, it looks like our Onslaught actually took some damage, so everybody on the Radiant. This Radiant is going to get popped. Oh, it's getting thermal hit. Those are the thermal pulse cannons. I'm a little tempted to see about whether I like a fully outfitted thermal pulse cannon Paragon or not. My only worry is it's the Paragon doesn't... Oh, jeez. What are you doing? Oh, that was... I mean, that was a bad gamble there, Mr. Onslaught. It worked. The Radiant's dead, but, like, at the cost of almost half your hull. Put your shields up. What's crazy is that's a steady pilot, not even a reckless one. Alright, some last reinforcements. But yeah, what I was going to say is the problem with the autopulse lasers is they have a cooldown period where they lose all their charges, leaving you not really able to shoot anything even if you have the flux for it. Which means you could be in the middle of a giant fight and just be sitting there for your autopulse lasers to reload, which honestly kind of sucks. Wow, more cores. I don't know why I should be surprised anymore. Oops, I didn't mean to do an emergency burn. Come on. So let me get near your Nexus. I might need to, rather than trying to... Oh, Jesus! That's real bad. Nope. Dodged. One of the wonderful things about having a ship full of tugs. Alright, they are very protective of this. As you can see, there's just too many. I might be able to take them for a ride around the star if they're still following me. What's this? Hardly worth it, considering I had to sit in the middle of a Corona for almost no supplies at all. Alright, I'm going to try to punch through this fleet in hopes to get to the Nexus. I'm going to give the Agrolactica a little bit of cooldown. It took some damage. Field the carriers. Alright. One of the things I do enjoy about the remnant fleets is there's not like a long standoff period where there's nothing to shoot at. The enemies are within range within seconds. But for some fighting metas, like long distance missile boats, that obviously is going to be a big disadvantage. But for me, I like it because my ships are good at getting close and dirty. Alright, looks like Talon needs a bit of help. Getting hit by everything. I try to help out, but I'm not very maneuverable. Alright, the Paragon's lending aid. Oh, I just overheated myself. That's not good at all. I wasn't paying enough attention. Alright, I hit Fortress. This is why it's hard to take out the Radiant with a bunch of support ships. It's rough. But now with the Radiant gone, I can actually make some progress here. I don't sit behind the corpse of your dead friend. And they're really using the husks of dead ships for cover quite a bit. So with any luck, there aren't other... Oh wow, this fleet rolls deep. There aren't other remnant fleets close to the Nexus, and I'll be able to take a shot after cutting through this one. Wow, that's a lot of brilliance. My flux is a bit too high. You guys need to like step it up. I'm sitting here in a sea of brilliance, and I need a little bit of help. I'm getting microwaved here. There we go. There's one. relying on Fortress. Alright, you're overloaded. I will tank this one in front of me while I vent. I think that's my best choice. Survey says yes. Who's left? Oh, they have another Radiant coming in. I didn't know. The fighter spam is really powerful against those Radiants when there aren't smaller ships to aid. They're very susceptible to like mass fighter spam. And we're done. Unguarded Nexus. Unguarded Nexus. Alright, I'll throw just about everything at it. And then, of course, the planet, the Nexus is orbiting. Oh, you're already trying to snipe me, aren't you? Cheeky. Glitch might need to back up there. Let me help blow up some of these fighters so that Glitch doesn't get fluxed to death. Over here, taking out some of the pylons. You had flux. Why did you drop your shields? I don't know. I love blowing these things up. Try not to cut off the other Paragon. Okay, they barely have anything left. I think they only have like Paladin PDs left. That's kind of funny. Rendering them basically harmless. Boom! Alright, so that gave us another AI alpha. And if I'm quick, a survey with widespread ruins. Well, that's anticlimactic. There was nothing in those ruins. And I'm out. Having done what I meant to do, I'm a little bit oversupplied, overfueled, but feeling really good about taking out a Nexus. That's definitely rewarding. Alright, we're going to head back to Rama. Sell some stuff. Resupply. My supplies are actually pretty good. My fuel is actually ridiculously high. What is going on here? Whole bunch of junk. Alright, Liboeta. Farming, orbital works. Let's do population. Okay, so it is max cored up. We now know where a pirate base is that's been harassing us. Going to go store so many cores. The rest of the stuff can be sold. My crew's still pretty good, so let's go down to Bezel and sell it. Cool. Buy some supplies. We're up to a mill again. If we're up to a mill, I did mention that I wanted to A, try out some new ship styles, and B, expand my main fleet. Maybe another Astral. Yeah, maybe another Astral. I could get behind that. Especially all the fighters I've been getting. Which also means I'm probably going to need another Merc officer who's aggressive. I really like the aggressive Astrals. So I'm going to ask around real quick. See if there is one. Steady, damage control? No, I want you to be aggressive. No contracts. Steady. Well, steady's good, but not what I'm looking for. Pirate activity Rama from Epsilon Hufra. Let's get rid of that pirate base. That should be easy to just go poof and have it disappear. Trying to think. I'm definitely on the market for some additional ships, new ships. But I'm just not exactly sure where I'm going to find them. Oh, is this... kind of looks like a Pather base. Because there's Path-owned stuff here. No, it's a pirate base with, like, Pather-owned objects. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't really matter. Military options. Let's see. Let's just blow it up. Disco balls of doom. Curious how fast. You're 86. You're also 86. Wow. We've got some fast paragons. This is going to be so much easier compared to the remnant fights. Those remnant fights. One bad move and you get just poofed. Oh my god, this is just a one-sided pirate base? This is a joke. Okay, why can't I claim victory? Because God knows there's no real enemies left. Oh, because you have a Shrike. Ah, I see. Alright, they're defeated. That was funny. The Shrike's like, Leroy! And then I was like, no, we're not doing that today. Ain't no Leroy's. Alright, what else do we have as a colony threat? There is a Beta Hufra, Luddic Path base harassing us. We might as well get down there and sort that out. No, this is Gleam. This is the wrong system. Keep moving. definitely in the right system. Okay, where's your HQ? Let's go to the sensor array. Hack it. Yeah, I'll just take control of it. Nope, found it. You do see that I was gonna say to these defenders that I'm a death stack. Alright, let's just send like a glorious amount of battleships. I'm obviously throwing way more supplies at this fight than I need to, but like, who cares? I can afford supplies. I don't want to be critiqued that let's make it exciting. I can spend an extra few hundred supplies to make this a squishing. I'll even assign every single battleship I have to focus on their base. At least this is this tri-sided base, unlike that pirate base, which had no hope of success. They're like makeshift Colossus fighters. It's just such a joke. You know, your fighters I literally use in my fleet to keep metal, right? They just hold metal. Silly Panthers. Tech is good. Tech allows me to have death stack of disco balls. Your ships are low tech and they're terrible. To be fair, hammerheads are not terrible ships. They're just outclassed by a paragon. And we're done. I like how I could just salvage the debris with their fleets sitting around me, because God knows their fleets aren't going to interrupt me. So now, disrupted, 18 more days on the other two. So I only have 18 days until Bezel and Liboletta get annoyed again. But the Ludic Church is sending a expedition out to me, which is a big old joke if you ask me, because they're so outmatched. What should I do here? Well, I guess I fully surveyed this and really did not find much of anything. Let's continue our survey, because I had set out to do that. So, Tempest Nebula. That's pretty close to Rama. I've got the fuel, I've got the supplies, but I don't have the time, guys. So, that's about it for me. I hope you enjoyed this Remnant Nexus smashing episode, and the fact that I'm back at it. If you have any tips, tricks, suggestions, feedback, anything like that, do drop me a line. And I do hope that you enjoyed this episode, and tune in next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all later. Adios.